Almost 500 children have been killed and over 1,000 injured since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. They stress that the figures are incomplete because of the difficulty gathering data in areas occupied by Russian forces. Just today, an infant and a 12-year-old boy died in Russian shelling in the Kherson region. Last month, the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights reported that over 9,000 civilians have been killed and 16,000 wounded since the start of the war. At this moment in time, 7.5 million children in Ukraine are in grave danger of physical harm, severe emotional distress and displacement. Airstrikes and explosions have damaged essential services like schools and hospitals, warn NGOs.
A shelter here in Maui, Hawaii, has been considered home for many over the past few days as wildfires swept through the island. Aid and food are distributed here for people who have lost virtually everything. Some wait anxiously to hear news of missing friends and relatives. At least 4,500 people have lost their homes. For residents, rebuilding their lives and homes is unthinkable right now.
We lost everything. Thank God that we still have each other and we're all alive and safe and accounted for. It's like we're the only things we have now because everything that we had in the past is gone.
On top of the emotional turmoil, material losses are huge. Early estimated costs of rebuilding stand at $5.5 billion or 6 billion euros, making the wildfires among the worst disaster in the state's history and the deadliest. More than 90 people have died in the wildfires and authorities expect that number to rise.
Veronica Sarau, the now widow of centrist presidential candidate Fernando Villavicencio, killed last week allegedly by organized crime, has blamed the state for her husband's death. She denounced a lack of protection measures after her husband was shot several times while leaving a rally at a school in Quinto on Thursday.
No lo protegieron como debían haberle protegido. El Estado estaba a cargo de la seguridad de Fernando. El Estado es el responsable directo del asesinato de mi esposo Fernando Villavicencio. El Estado tiene que dar todavía muchísimas respuestas de todo lo que pasó.
Currently, 6 Colombians have been ordered to preventive detention, accused of being alleged hitmen. It's still not clear who is behind the shooting. Authorities moved gang leader Jose Adolfo Macias into a maximum security prison on Saturday. Villavicencio had accused the Los Choneros boss of threatening him and his campaign just days before he was killed.
3 people have died in a fire at a 5-story building in the southern French town of Grasse on Sunday. The fire was quickly extinguished, according to the firefighters, and a security cordon has been set up in the town square where the building is located. In addition to the 3 victims, 3 people were seriously injured. 4 also have minor injuries, according to the emergency services report. The Grasse prosecutor's office reported that an investigation is ongoing to determine the origin of the disaster. A 44-year-old Italian male prisoner was found dead in his cell at Rossano jail in Calabria on Saturday. Sources say the man is believed to have taken his own life. His alleged suicide comes on the heels of the death of 2 female inmates at Le Valette prison in Turin on Friday. Detention centres are often cited as being overcrowded, an issue Justice Minister Carlo Nordio wishes to tackle. Prison suicides are all too common in Italy. This year has seen 42 prison suicides on top of 85 in 2022.
Italy coach Roberto Mancini surprisingly resigned on Sunday, ending an up-and-down 5-year tenure with the national team. The 58-year-old was appointed after La Squadra Azzurra failed to qualify for the 2018 World Cup. Mancini was able to get his players back to winning ways en route to a hard-fought win on penalties against England during the final of the Euro 2020 at Wembley. The national side went on a world record 37-game unbeaten run, but they failed to qualify for the 2022 World Cup.